in our world, you guys were kind of all on the same page. You all had the same scholarship. You're all broke. You know, the world was pretty even.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in the NFL, and there's some guys making this, some guys making that. How can you handle that with the building of team, which colleges are now going to have to figure
Absolutely.
out? So was there anything intentional from a team building standpoint that drew together people? Because in companies, let's face it, the CEO makes this much, and is there a tip we can give the viewers to talk about, hey, we're not all getting paid the same, and we're not all getting the same amount of notoriety, but we all need to be
treat each other like, can't be like, oh, there's my subordinates. People can't do that.
Right.
Yeah, in like the business world, that's got to be really tough. Just as far as like football wise, it's again you got to have the right people too. Like hopefully your quarterback's making the most money. That means you have a really good quarterback. Like, and if that guy can be somebody that kind of brings people together and is not aloof and above everybody, and I was lucky my first 2 years with Brett Favre and then Aaron Rodgers, and Brett was great. Like I heard stories before I got there, like, oh, Brett's got a whole separate locker room and all this stuff. No, like Brett had a little area. The only thing Brett had special was there was a room in the back that had probably 500 items that Brett had to sign because everyone on the team had something that we needed. Like our dad wanted, my dad's got a jersey, my brother's got a jersey, so we'd put it back there and Brett would get to it eventually. That's the only thing he had. But Brett was one of the guys. Brett practiced every single day. I remember I picked Brett off in practice once or twice, and he wanted to fight me. He was mad. It could be July and not even during the season. He's mad. And when guys like that are inviting and kind of don't see themselves as above, but also hold people to that standard. That's part of it. But as a coach, I think there's no secret. It's got to be consistent every single day where the coach can't come in. I've said a lot of times, whether I love a coach or hate a coach, if he's consistent, I'll respect him. I'll respect. I could not want to play for a guy and it wouldn't be fun, but I could respect him at the same time. And then there's some guys you might like. It might be a lot of fun, but you don't have much respect for them too. That's not a great situation to have. But I think it has to be every day. It has to be consistent. Everything I've ever done in my life, without ever thinking of it, was just being consistent. I've had coaches tell me, oh, just try to get 1% better every day. My strength coach I had in Green Bay, who I love, named Mark Lavatt, he'd use this kind of saying. He'd say, hey guys, don't come into my office April 20th, the first day of off-season workouts, and tell me, hey, coach, this year's going to be different. It's going to be different this year. You just wait. And I love that he shut him down. Don't tell me this in April. I understand. We're all excited today. Talk to me at the third practice in August, during on a random Tuesday. And so he'd say, every day we're making little deposits, and eventually we're going to make a big withdrawal. And that's what he said about the Super Bowl and all of that situation. And that kind of resonated with me. I'm yeah, that's right. There's no secret pill. There's no secret thing you can say or do. Just like you said, find a way to get the message across. Be intentional.